because for the most part, actually, I want to take a look at that corner. Looks like we hit it. Okay. The issue with stones is it takes time to clear them. The stone pickers aren't exactly cheap, and the stones aren't particularly valuable. So unless you're playing with a mod that allows you to convert stones into lime, you know, put water in it and hey presto lime, you can go out and lime your fields for free. I generally don't see the point in using whatever they are, the things, the stone pickers. I understand it's a thing that farmers do, but this farmer not doing it. Okay, let's swing in here. I'll just run across the lower end of this field. Come on. Of course, the other thing about this tractor is it has a manual gearbox. So it does search for gears at the time. I don't have manual gearbox switched on, I just have it automatically selecting the best gear. But with CVT, you don't have that issue. With a manual gearbox, you can have the issue that the AI is just hunting for gears, and as it shifts you lose power momentarily. It's not an instantaneous shift, it's a delayed shift. There we go. Crikey, we're up to 11 miles an hour. That's not bad. And then it shifts and then you lose it, and then it has to shift down again because it's struggling, and gets up to 12 miles an hour, and then it'll shift to the fourth gear, and then it'll, oh, I don't have power to roll with this. Still, I don't think this is going to take us too long now. And then what? And then so again, this is another thing I'm doing that's not making the farm money immediately like contracts do. The nice thing is June comes along and there's going to be grass bale contracts, and at that point we can start hauling in some cash and paying down those loans. We have 2 now? I think we have 2. I try not to get more than 2, and I try to keep it fairly manageable in payments. And the payments are like 2,000 a month each. So between May 4 and June 1, I need to make sure that I have about £5,000 in the bank to cover the loan payment. I forgot to grab me a cookie. And once I'm done here today, I got some butter out yesterday to make some Scottish shortbread cookies, but it got a little bit late in the day, so I didn't get round to making them. So that's probably next on the agenda. I'll finish up here eventually, and I will have something to eat. I'll make some shortbread cookies. And then I'll figure out something to do this afternoon. I am so looking forward to January now. I have my appointment with the physical therapist, and oh good grief, my right hip is, I'm having difficulty walking without pain, and lots of other things as well. So the sooner I can get that fixed, the better. Hi dears. Haven't seen our local deers much lately. What was that? Looks like we got that covered quite nicely. I am driving at 359 degrees. Let's bring it on to 0. And I am driving with cruise control now, so that in general the tractor's going to keep up speed, and me shuffling around is not going to mess up things too much. Well, I shifted down there a couple of times. Close enough. Maybe. I don't know. I prefer to be at 179 and a bit. There we are. And for that, I'm kind of looking at the line on the left here, and it's heading away from me. So I don't want to be heading biased to the right as we travel down the field, because chances are I will get a strip of dirt that we just don't end up covering. Ooh. Let's try and get that straight now. 357, 0, there you are. And on here it's biasing towards the left, so I'm not going to miss anything because I'm an entire roller of overlap. Mr. FedEx has just driven by. We didn't order anything. And the trash man came, so... So Mrs. Osa went out to clean the church with Teenage Osa, and Teenage Osa's like, oh, we're stacking up with trash bags in the basement because there's not enough room in the trash bin. So, yeah, okay, fine. So while they were out, I snuck down to the basement, and I think 2 of the trash bags literally had nothing but wrapping paper in them. So, and lots of air. So I crushed all of the air out while they fit in the trash bin. And then I leaned on top of the trash in the trash bin, and that flattened all the bags that were in the trash bin. So I got all of the bags out of the basement, plus broke down a couple of boxes and put them in the trash bin as well. It's amazing what you can do if you actually squash things and don't fill the trash bin up with air. Teenage Osa is kind of like people who make potato chips these days. There's more air than potatoes in their packs these days. Well, with Teenage Osa, there's more air than trash in the trash bin. And a couple of weeks ago, there's not enough room for more than one box. It's like, what are you doing? Well, she's standing on top of the box and making them sort of crushed, mangled cardboard. Break it down, make it flat. You can tuck it down the side and you can get rid of 10 boxes that way. Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. Her cooking abilities are she doesn't want to wait. I'm hungry now, I need to cook something, so I'm going to throw it in a pan and turn the heat on. I said, no, make the pan hot. You then get a nice sear on whatever you're doing, if it's meat, and it takes far less time to actually cook it because it's going in a hot pan. Plus it doesn't stick. It's easier to clean the pan when you're done. She's complaining, I can't get this stuff off the pan. No, that's because you put the stuff in a cold pan and then heated it up. Especially with eggs. Fried eggs, good grief. Every time I want to use the skillet, oh, it needs cleaned because somebody put eggs, cold eggs, in a cold pan. Okay, last couple of bits. Ooh, did I come over too far? Oh dear. Guess we'll figure that out as we depart. Left and right, and we kind of got close. A little bit uncontrolled at the end there. But I would call that goodly done. Just fold it up and put it away. I managed to get all of it that time. Oh, we know how to cook with cast iron. It's just... it's not even teaching her how, it's getting her to do it. I have not started dual streaming yet, although I believe that is now an option from whatever the thing I'm using. Streamlabs. No, am I using Streamlabs? I can't remember. I did change the streaming software I was using at one point. But, yeah, it's not a case of teaching her, it's a case of getting her to do it when she's been taught. So we tell her, you know, heat up the pan, do this, do that, do the other, and she's like, but I'm hungry and I want it now. So, okay. That's your problem. And then it becomes my problem because I have to clean the skillet off because I want to use it. But, yeah. When she can get away with something, she'll do it in the microwave. But she also, you know, she also doesn't cook things for long enough. It was like the other week, we bought a packet of cinnamon rolls for the kids to have on Sunday morning, and so she stuck it in the oven, and it's, I think on the side it said 13 to 17 minutes. So she took the cinnamon roll stuff out of the oven, out of the fridge, put it on in a pan, and then and then stuck it in the cold oven and got the oven to heat up, and then put the timer on for 13 minutes. So we got soft, gooey cinnamon rolls that were not cooked. Well, I followed the instructions. It's sort of, oh, no you didn't, because, you know, if anything, if you'd got the cinnamon roll tube out of the fridge when you got up, it would have been warming up to room temperature, and then if you'd warmed the oven up and wait till it beeps to tell you it's warm enough and then put them in, you might be able to get away with 13 minutes. Typically, I would say go with 15 to 17 because we don't have a fan-assisted oven. But it's all a case of I can't be bothered to wait that long for the thing. Okay, so we've rolled the fields. We have a fertilisation contract in field 12, see? And field 23 is rolling. So field 23 was the one over here. And the fertilisation is the one here. So, yeah, there you go. 2 contracts. I said after I'd finished planting, they would be ready. And they were. Let's see. I should end up with 67 payment today. Oh, and rain. Dude. 65. So, we have the money. What I need to do... Oh, it's not raining now. Oh, it is raining now. Okay, it's raining now. Store. Let's go to here. Where did we get up to? That thing was the last thing I saw. So, multi-stacker thing. That's the new roller wrapper. Fent 300, that's nice. Oh, hello. You are 4.5 meters. You're too small. You are 9 meters. You're too big. 650 horsepower. 700. Yeah, you're the big. That's the biggest one. And what I really want is the next one down from that. It's probably the 370. That probably ours that we sold. That's a thing. That's a cultivator 5 meter. Big thing like that. And one of those. I think you can put tree choppers on, can't you? Configuration grapple, configuration tree chopping device. I think that's the small one. Well, anyway, unfortunately, the thing what I want is... actually, let's go back. Let's go... Boop, 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 forage harvester. That's the one we have. Combinations. I need... oh, it's the 375. So that's 120,000 normally, but 750 horsepower. We don't have the horsepower. That is dead on the amount of horsepower I have. So we might have difficulties with it. But I need Crone Fent. That's what we've got, and that's 100,000. So that's going to take most of our cash away. And I also want to check on some things. Contracts, still just the fertilization contract and the rolling contract. It would probably be wise to do those because I'm going to need that money. So we'll accept that one and we'll accept that one. We can't do them right away. I should have checked the weather first, obviously. Weather's going at 9, so we're not going to get any jobs done until lunchtime. And then there's more rain tomorrow morning. Okay. So, things to do, places to go, people to see. Let's, oh, that's newer. Get this. Which side is the attachment? That side, I believe. Oh yeah, that's big and meaty. Is there anything else I need for that? thing, Kemper 375, combinations, and that's just going to tell me the harvesters it works with. Okay, so that is our corn header, which I believe, of course I just didn't check. Kemper 375, it can cut wheat and barley and oats. Good. It can cover all the things, which is what I'm going to need it for. Everything is at 100% because we bought the header new. So let's go drive. Oh, try not to spike the dude in the van. That would probably be bad for somebody. Oh, I need to drive this from outside. So I got the extended pipe on this, so I should be able to follow this into a field with the grain cart. It would be nice to have a forage cart, but I didn't get one. I got a grain cart, that's what we've got. You didn't take the second loan in the game, did you? I did take the second loan because I got rid of our Class Axion 940 and swapped it for a Fent 1000. And then I also got a big red header for this green harvesting thing. So why not? I'm sure red and green goes well. I think the wheels are red, so that's good. Okay, I believe this field to my right is barley that is ready to forage. And the field we just drove past is oats that isn't. So, and of course the nice thing with this setup is I can fit through the entrance to the field. And then unfold the header. But we're not going to do anything like that right now because rain. I need to get some things ready. Actually, let's go back to that one and turn the camera so it's not clipping. Deutz, yes, need that. I think what I might end up doing today is... Oh, actually, that's an interesting question I just figured. That's 183 horsepower. And that is 194 horsepower. That has more horsepower than the Deutz. So I'm not sure. I'm probably going to have to take the 870 out with the roller because it's... I don't think the Renault is going to be able to haul it on field 23. Okay, you're going to need stuff in the back, and well, this tractor needs a service and also good on diesel, so I guess I'm going to spend what little money I have remaining fixing stuff. The Echo 1500, that weight needs fixed. It's not badly damaged. And the power spray, 197, yeah, we'll fix that too. Okay, so that should be this lot all at 100%, yes. I'm going to drive through the grass because loading point is on the right side of this. And refill liquid fertilizer, go. I think that's more than this will hold. And yeah, I do like the Through the Years mod. The only issue I kind of have with it is it relies on knowing the year of used equipment, which relies on people who mod old equipment providing the year available for it. Also, you can't get it at release. There's absolutely no point in having it at game release time because, understandably,